Hello gamers, Matt Lemke here with Through Gamer Goggles, another episode of Figure Forge. Today we will be building the Crusader from Protectorate of Menoth. When you open up Protectorate of Menoth, you have the torso, the center hub for the legs, the hip joints, 2 arms, mace, and 2 legs, and of course the head. Now, what I have done, I already went ahead and I put a magnet on this piece right here. And I'm having fun getting it in the camera because I don't know what I'm doing. This is fun self-filming. Now, and I've already also glued it onto the shoulder piece here. Now, I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, he's got a little bit of a stub there. There's a couple different things we can do to it. I just want to test it out and see what it's like. I actually think that this time around I'm going to try something different. If you want, you can drill these out easy enough too and put them in. It's a good magnet, obviously. You could get a piece of tubing. But what I'm going to do on this guy is, after I get more magnets, because I'm out of magnets, I'm going to put one more here, one more here, one more here, so I can move his arm around in different places. And then he's going to have all those little nubs. I think that's going to look okay. So, we're going to go ahead and start by moving some of these parts out of the way that I don't need. And we're going to start with this first, well, the other arm, and we're going to put the other magnet in to give it some time to dry. Just a little drop of glue. That might have been too much. So I'm going to grab this little piece of foam. Just dab some of that out of there. Then I'm going to take this magnet here and I'm going to try and center it as best I can. Without getting the other magnet wet. That's the important part. Now I'm going to set this off screen. I'm going to go ahead and start working on something else. I want this to dry before we attempt to glue it to the torso of the model. Then we're going to move on to the head. The head's a little bit of a pain because it's so small. It's got a nice little divot though, and a nice end. I don't know if you can see that very well. A nice end there that goes right into that hole like that. So we're going to go ahead and drop just a little bit of glue in there. Then we're going to take our head and we're going to put it in the hole. I'm going to set this aside too and let it dry. And we're going to go back to the legs. This would be the, I think this is the left leg. Yeah, that'll be the left leg. We're going to go ahead and put a drop of glue in there. Just like that. Then we're going to flip it over and we're going to go right to the next side. Try not to use too much glue again. This fits a little bit tighter. That's okay. Nice set of legs. Set that aside. Then I'm going to go to the, I can't go to it yet, but I have to. The arm that was drying. Put a little dab of glue in there for the mace. Now, the mace actually really should only go on here one way, but I suppose if you want to be artsy, you can put it on upside down. It'd be kind of silly. I looked at it. It does look kind of funny. I thought about having the mace have an upward swing to it. I'll hold this here up. Ah! I dropped it. And I just broke the magnets out. Because I didn't wait long enough. Well, I'm going to have to wait now. I'll take this off. No, I'll do it right here. I'll cheat. Probably shouldn't use zip kicker on this. I'm sure it weakens the resin. Zip kicked. Good and dry. Just another little dab of glue here. Hopefully there's not too much zip kicker on it. Shoot. And I'm having fun with this. Well, there's one good thing about this part. It's glued to my thumb, so the magnet's going to come off pretty easily. If the super glue ever sets. And it's not setting. Which kind of sucks. Because when in doubt, cheat. Who took my tweezers? Somebody took my tweezers. So, we're going to go ahead and cheat a lot with some zip kicker. Now, don't get zip kicker on your fingers when you do this stuff, because it burns a lot. Apparently I need a dab of glue now. Isn't it funny how this thing works? These things work, because the other one was not nearly that difficult to do. That's what kind of made me want to do it that way. So I'm going to set this aside again and let it really dry this time. And then we're going to assemble the body. It's real simple. You take that big hole and that hole and you make a match. Now, I suppose you really don't need too much glue for this, because, you know, and if you really wanted, you could pin it, but they're resin, so you don't need to pin them anymore. Now you can twist this in here. You can put your little guy on a little bit of a spin, like he's got some more dynamic action. He's walking, he's actually turning that way to his left. And then we can work on filing down this round part, because if you see, you probably can't see that in the model, but this is round and the magnet is flat, so you're going to have a lot of space that isn't making contact with it. So you need to select the area that you have on your shoulder here and file it down a little bit. Check it once or twice. A little bit more than that. Again, like I said, Yeah, it looks like he's got a long extension to his arm there coming out, piston-wise. But you could get a little bit of tubing, plastic tubing, copper tubing, whatever you want for that. Cover that up. You can use two-part epoxy to cover it up. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to zip kick this part before I put the glue on it. And actually, I'm going to show you a trick that I like to do with some things. That was too much zip kick. But that's life. Take a plastic bag, put a drop or two of your super glue on it to make sure that you don't get too much. And you just dip the edge in of what you're trying to glue, and then you go put it on the model. And look at that. Well, now, my jack there is pretty dynamic. His mace is really close to his head. It just spun a little bit. It's really close to his head, but his arm is detachable. His mace moves real easily. And the arms come off. So now I have my fully posable jack. Well, once I glue him to his base, which I'm not going to do right now, because I want to paint them off the base. I like to paint my models off the base anymore. Then you got the arms. Kind of a Popeye-ish thing sometimes. These are slightly smaller magnets. There you go. One Protectorate of Menoth Heavy Crusader Warjack. Let me get it centered for you. Thank you for watching another episode of Figure Forge. This is Matt Lemke signing off from Through Gamer Goggles, gamer-goggles.com. If you have any questions, please ask them at the bottom of the post, or ideas, things that you think we could have done better. We're open to hearing your feedback. We want to hear that. And if you really like what you saw with the Warjacks and with two-player battle box stuff, please go to privateerpress.com and check out their website and their forums. There's a whole world waiting for you that is just full of steam-powered beastly machines like this. Thank you.